Hi, my name is Claire Maloney and I'm currently a student at Teachers College, Columbia University, and I will be providing a review for the ICON group. With the advent of the internet, the ability to look up information and conduct research on just about anything has become that much easier. Subsequently, the ability to look up words and find their meaning has become an easy task through the use of online dictionaries. Using the out-of-copyright Webster name, Professor Philip Parker, an avid collector of dictionaries and encyclopedias, created an online dictionary entitled Websters Online Dictionary with multilingual thesaurus translation, based on the desire to provide free public access to an online dictionary that was undiscriminating. In his own words, what resulted is a unique mix between Webster's classic 1913 unabridged dictionary, with updated definitions, thousands of images, and of course the old adage applies here, one picture is worth 1,000 words, quotes, trade names, references, timelines, translations, and any other bit of information that could help someone understand a word from as many perspectives as possible. I will be reviewing this product from the standpoint of an educator with the intended use for high school students. High school students are constantly researching and accessing information, as well as sharing, collaborating, contributing, and to a variety of things online, whether it's researching information for a science project using an online database or Wikipedia, creating a blog about daily news events for their social studies class, using a wiki with other students for an English class project, updating their Facebook page, or simply sending an email. Students are continuously bombarded with the need for information and, more specifically, words that they need to be able to spell, comprehend, and articulate appropriately, and not necessarily just in the English language. Thus, this necessitates the demand for an easily accessible online dictionary that not only encompasses the basic need for defining a word, but provides a little more. I believe that the Webster's Online Dictionary meets this challenge. To begin with, the Webster's Online Dictionary would appeal to high school students because it is free and easily accessible to all internet users via well-understood means. A typical search for an online dictionary by a high school student might begin with a Google search, and one notices that when you type in online dictionary, the Webster's version under review comes up as the 8th choice. Not bad. More specifically, when one types in online dictionary Webster, it's the 3rd choice, even better. The Google ranking is important as the higher it is, the more likely a student is going to find it and use it. As well, the main page of the Webster's Online Dictionary is visually simple in its presentation, invoking something reminiscent of the Google site, very functional and utilitarian. The links are clearly labeled and straightforward. There is little graphic to the left of the search input, which some might find visually appealing, although maybe a more appealing logo for the Webster's Online Dictionary, that is, reminiscent of Google, would be more memorable and attractive for online dictionary users. A great strength of the Webster's Online Dictionary is that it's unique in that it's far more to offer than simply the definition of a word or phrase. Webster's Online Dictionary not only provides a standard dictionary function that defines a word, but provides features that are not limited to a single source or standard online dictionary. For example, typing in the word cell, a biological term that students learn about in the living environments class, and click on the dictionary button, one would come up with alternative orthographies for the word cell. Then click on the browse function and one would get the definition, the first time use in English literature, the etymology, specialty definitions, detailed description of a biological cell, images, modern translations, and more. These are just but a few of the unique facts a student would come across that otherwise they would not find in a single source in one location. There also is a sense that the information presented is reliable, as the creator explains in the credits section as well as on the actual pages, listing the resources throughout. Again, another aspect that is ideal for students, high school students, who need to be taught to pay attention to the credibility of information they find for their research when using the internet. From the standpoint of the languages, the Webster's Online Dictionary has a lot to offer, as there are over 90 modern and 10 ancestral languages made available. Students who are learning a new language or who are not native English speakers can use the browse button to locate a language they are interested in using and find the meanings of new words. As well, the Webster's Online Dictionary uniquely includes some modern-day common phrases such as "my hands are tied," which could also be helpful for non-English speakers. In addition, a misspelling function is also included, which is advantageous for catching one's errors. Additionally, Professor Robert Taylor identifies 10 attributes of computer-based media that are applicable in an educational setting. In the article entitled "Finding the Right Medium, Identifying the Attribute of a Medium that Addresses a Specific, Well-Defined Learning Problem," there are 3 that stand out in relation to the Webster's Online Dictionary. The first being direct access. which refers to the possibility of easily accessing any particular segment of information in a collection, regardless of its actual physical beginning. Here, the function of the index sidebar that follows all the way down the page facilitates easy access to different parts of the information presented. A second characteristic that is evident is alternative representations, referring to the ability to easily and clearly represent and manipulate alternatives of all kinds for the textual representation of information. Webster's Online Dictionary provides a variety of sounds, pictures, interpretations, graphics that would help a high school student comprehend the topic of their search even more. Finally, a third characteristic that is also evident is modularity, in that the manner in which the Webster's Online Dictionary was designed fosters this by considering each page a discrete module that consists of hyperlinks that can be used to move between pages, thus giving the student a broader perspective on the term they are searching. And finally, the ability to add the Webster's Online Dictionary to an existing website is very appealing for a teacher who might want to add this to their class website or school library for that matter to enable student research, again making it easily accessible for all. Where the Webster's Online Dictionary is weak, the index function, which appears on a browse page of a search, provides a clickable drop-down list on the right side. This aids in the allowing the user to the knowledge of the different types of information available for the topic, but I feel the static comprehensive index list located at the end of the page should also be located closer to the beginning so as to let the student know where all the information is so that they are not endlessly scrolling. I also have come across some links that do not work. As well, the pronunciation of words should be added, as this would be helpful for students who are not native English speakers and as well for students learning a new language. What I found interesting and have suggestions for are the links to Amazon that are obvious and not, for book titles and video titles, as well as the eBay links for various things seem interesting but out of place. It would better serve high school students and educators if there were links to actual websites, blogs, wikis, etc. that are interactive and helpful for students, showing them different aspects of a concept, topic, book that they are searching for. As an educator of high school students, I feel that they would appreciate links to educational sites, for example, PBS Science, Teacher's Domain, YouTube, newspaper articles from the New York Times Learning Network, just a few examples that would only add insight to the topic of their search and continue in the same unique vein established by the Webster's Online Dictionary by offering unique information to their users. Another suggestion for the creators of the Webster's Online Dictionary would be to create specific educational versions geared towards different student age populations, thus possibly facilitating the use of the online dictionary as an educational tool by all teachers and students. In closing, I would like to add that the Icon Group has created a unique product with the Webster's Online Dictionary that stands out for the wealth and variety of the information made available and therefore is a unique educational tool that should be used by the high school students.